European Union. No one in Britain has ever voted to join the European Union. Those of us over the age of 55 were once asked to approve our membership of the common market, but that was an entirely different question. And the realities of the European Union came much later. And they are both awesome and terrifyingly simple. The EU's bureaucrats have embarked, in my opinion, on one of the weirdest, most grandiose, self-defeating political adventures that the world has ever seen. It defies the laws of economics, it defies the laws of human nature, and it can never overcome its built-in fatal flaw. And that is that a perfectly planned world created by bureaucrats can never control the human condition, let alone enrich it. Human ingenuity, diversity and imagination will always trump any such nonsense. And the stark fact is that the EU will inevitably collapse, and it will come as no surprise if it leaves behind it a wasteland of ethnic, economic and social havoc, which will get much worse before law and order are finally restored. Meanwhile, the damage done to Britain by the EU is everywhere to be seen. Our sovereignty has been exported, common law and our legal system has been undermined, and they are now systematically being further dismantled. The EU controls our borders, our farming, fishing, immigration, and much, much more. Its intrusive employment law directly increases unemployment, imposes huge costs on employers, damages wealth creation, and exports UK jobs. Everything it was supposed not to do. The EU meddles in our use of pesticides, herbal remedies, light bulbs, nursing homes, postage rates, vacuum cleaners, engineering tools. I could go on and on. The list is monumental. It has ordered the closure of our rural post offices, enforced metrication on us, and invented taxation for itself by demanding control of carbon emissions whilst totally ignoring scientific reality which says no such thing is necessary. The benefits of leaving the EU are equally awesome. The very next day, we shall restore the right of the British people to govern themselves, restore the power and authority of the British Constitution, restore our legal safeguards against the power of the state, restore the sovereign rights of the British people to privacy, freedom of speech, and the rule of law. Restore control of our armed forces, restore control of our own taxpayers' money, restore control of our borders, who comes and who stays, immigration on our terms, not theirs. They learn English, respect our way of life and its values, support themselves, or go home. Restore British ownership of essential services and utilities.
Hear, hear.
Abolish all law based on EU directives and over 200,000 pages of EU regulations. Restore Britain's fishing industry, the right of British farmers to grow what they want. Reduce the cost of food. Restore our place in the world, in the Anglo-Saxon community and in the Commonwealth. Save our EU club subscription of some £2 million an hour every day and night of the year. Free UK businesses from the hundreds of billions a year they have to spend on compliance with EU regulations, all of which adds costs to the goods and services we buy. And the evidence of these costs are all on my website, which is www.ashleymote.co.uk. In a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, the EU is the 1930s solution to 1950s problems. It would never be invented today. A 21st century, fast-moving, high-tech society needs flexibility. It needs responsiveness and positive attitudes. Everything the EU lacks. New jobs, new wealth, new investment can only come from commercial diversity that generates healthy competition, that ensures the better and more economical supply of goods and services. None of this can occur without economic diversity, the very antithesis of the EU, which seeks to standardise and control everything it touches with its dead hand. Instead, this endlessly expanding Tower of Babel, designed to create a United States of Europe, is being built on the ruins of once great nations. And our latest government has neither the will nor the strength to deliver any of these urgent and crucial changes. Like Nero, it fiddles while modern Britain burns. We are a constitutional monarchy. We are at the centre of a commonwealth and at the heart of an Anglo-Saxon world that stretches right around the globe. That was our past, and it can be our future too. We will not be ruled by tyrants, whatever their disguise. The EU has no place here. The EU is now in terminal trouble despite the smokescreen they put up to pretend otherwise. And when it goes, the EU will go with it. Soon, ladies and gentlemen, Brussels will finally understand that they cannot be masters in someone else's house. And our frustration will end only when we kick them out and take control of our own affairs again.